Hi, my name is Gerhard Schwantner and welcome to Selling Power TV. Today we continue our conversation with Warren Shiver. He's managing partner with the Cimetrix Group. Welcome, Warren.
Hi, Gerhard.
We agree that sales transformation is complex because it involves people. And what I'd like to know is, to what degree do you want to advance art of selling? And to what degree do you need to advance the science of selling? And how do you integrate the two?
Yeah, good question. It's certainly a broad and deep topic. I think we've talked a good bit about the sales process aspect of it, but when we think about the people element, what we find are people are blended. So certainly one size doesn't fit all in terms of the art of selling, right? We do like this tool out there called HBDI. It's from the Herman Company, and it helps you assess your thinking preferences. We like it because it's good as an individual communications tool. It's also great in selling environments because you can pick up the clues of others and use it as a way to adapt the style of what you're saying. So for example, if somebody is really analytically minded, I might position data points and fact-based on ROI, right, in terms of how I sell and position a success story. If somebody is more interpersonal related, I might talk about other reference stories that we have or other people in the industry that we've come in contact with. So it gives you that way, back to your point around elevating the art of the selling conversation with the content that the process will bring you.
So what you're saying is that salespeople really need to be more aware of where the customer is coming from.
Absolutely. And I think they also need to raise their game in terms of their consultative selling skills, whether it's listening and the ability really to not just play back exactly what's on their script, right? But be able to interpret what the customer is saying and know when to play back the standard script or to perhaps provoke them or challenge them with a new perspective.
So how much time does the average company spend in training salespeople in the art of selling versus how much time do companies spend to teach them how to use the 15 or 20 sales application tools that they have on Salesforce.com?
I think it's a tremendous focus on the latter, right? I think there's a tremendous, I don't have a percentage, but I think there's a tremendous focus on the sales tools, the technology, the traditional process or methodology training, right? There are some certainly companies out there that do spend more of a focus now on the art of selling. I think what's interesting, and back to our topic of transforming a sales team, really you need both, right? And you need those to be integrated back to the value proposition and the target market that you're going after as part of that transformation.
Well, to give you some numbers, what I know is that the sales training business is less than a $1 billion business.
Okay.
But the computer technology business that involves sales and sales applications and related applications is probably a $20 billion business. So we spend a lot more time on technology, and then you look at the industry reports, half of the technology that companies are investing in, they become widows.
Yeah.
They're not used.
Well, it's interesting. I think, it seems like one hangover that is back in the ERP days in the 90s when that hit its heyday, companies realized that they could automate and methodically define the process for functions like finance and accounting, right, and supply chain. And then they've tried to apply that to sales, and for the reasons that you articulated, it is a balance of art and science, and that doesn't work right out of the box. So I think you're right, there still needs to be this continuing shift of resources and focus on the art and the science of selling as it relates to things we've talked about around strategy, people, and process, in addition to the technology tools.
So it sounds like what you're saying is that in the ideal scenario, you want to have a mapping process for people and bring the right people to the right jobs and coach them and have good leadership. Then secondly, you want to have a process that wraps the organization around the customer. So it's a customer-focused process. And third, you want to have a roadmap for the technology that orchestrates everything.
That's exactly right. And all three of those components need to be in alignment with the customer's business strategy, right, and sales strategy. Right. Maybe that stays the same, but if they're trying to change it, then each of those three components, people, process, and technology, might need to be tweaked as well.
So tell me about the Cimetrix Group. You have about 20 partners, your boutique shop?
We do, yes.
How do people engage with you?
Well, we engage consultatively. So, our passion and mission is combining the best of a traditional management consulting firm with that of a sales training firm. So again, providing some of the analytical rigor and the science, but also with some of the art that we've talked about today as well. So typically we get engaged for large transformations like we've talked about here, but also point solutions around sales strategy, leadership, or broadly speaking, Salesforce capabilities as well.
Well, congratulations to your success. For anybody who'd like to get more information on Warren's company, go to symmetricsgroup.com. Thank you.
Thank you, Gerhard.